Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Holt.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Bears at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Well, when they...
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, Holt. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you...
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Holt. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. So the holding call. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to get going again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake. Holt. He completes it to Ridley. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. 57 Mike. 57 Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Off play action. Holt. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Holt. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Boy. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Holt. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holt. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of return. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved. And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake. Holt sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take... Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Off play action. Holt. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Off the play fake. Holt. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's not able to get away. Throwing to start the drive. Holt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Holt.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Holt. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Holt, open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick.
But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Holt, man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Off play action. Holt.
Now this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Lions will take over.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bears. Take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The Bears at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Check smash, check smash.
Off the play fake. Holt rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gonzalez's kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Stanley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holt. And he fires one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Don't do us like that.
And they'll accept that penalty.
70 Timberwolves. Red ball 80.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
They find some open field here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Stanley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
That almost...
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Off play action. Holt sliding out of the pocket.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Holt, he'll buy some time right.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Holt. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So we reach halftime with a visit.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting answers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out here with the option left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that flag accepted. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Off play action. Holt escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Holt. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Throwing on 1st down. Holt. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score.
On the set.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run the option left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
On the jump.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Come on. Set the Eagles. Set, careful, set. Let's go.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bears, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take